before we go, I have two really big tips, takeaways from our market that we had on Thursday, and it definitely increased our sales. So we got there just in time. It got so crowded. We're gonna get this all together into one space. When I'm ready to make jewelry, we do it all at once. I am absolutely thrilled with the results of these carrying cases. I just couldn't be happier. This is gonna be a great way for me to store and transport my jewelry to markets. Welcome to another Sunday Stitches. If you're new to the channel, my name is Lauren. I'm the artist and quilter behind Garden Girl Studio. And today I'm gonna bring you along for the ride. And I have a ton to do. But the most important things we need to do today is we need to run to the post office. We need to drop off orders. And then we're heading over to Hobby Lobby, which is like one of the only places in town other than maybe Walmart that I can go and buy like organizational storage for craft supplies. So we're heading over there to buy some new organizational tools for jewelry because my jewelry is becoming pretty popular at markets and I need a way to store all of the supplies as well as the finished jewelry product. So we're gonna go explore Hobby Lobby and see if we can find some sort of container that'll work for storing both or a couple different containers. So come join me on this awesome Saturday if you're looking for ways to organize your jewelry supplies as well. Let's head on out. We are heading to the post office, but before we go, I have two really big tips, takeaways from our market that we had on Thursday. So this was a very specialized kind of market. It was a block party, a city block party. There were artists, food vendors, the usual, but it was to celebrate a number of cyclists who are biking along the Erie Canal. Now, there were hundreds of cyclists that came through our city. We were having a block party to celebrate them coming through, for them to enjoy an evening of food, drinks, artists, music, and so on. The important factor here was that they were cycling through the city. They don't have a way of bringing their goods home easily. They're carrying everything they're bringing. They have tents, they have supplies, they have all of these things. So a lot of them weren't necessarily going to shop for anything big or large or just in general because they would have to carry home their goods with them, right? So we had someone come into our booth and he goes, "You take credit card?" And we're like, "Yes, of course, we can take credit card, Venmo, whatever's easy for you." And he goes, "There are so many vendor here that are only taking cash. And you have credit card." He goes, "I'm going to buy something." And I'm like, "Okay." And he goes, "I just don't know, I don't remember how it came up, but I was like, we can offer shipping for you." And he goes, "You'll ship these items?" He goes, "Oh my God." He bought a number of items. We're shipping them out. That's why we're heading to the post office. And I am just going to say that if you have one of these specialized events where you have people just kind of coming through, where you think it might be difficult for them to take something home, or they're hemming and hawing like, "Oh, how am I going to get this, back home with me," whether they're traveling or whatever. If you have the ability, I recommend offering them shipping. We definitely made more sales because we offered him shipping. I charged for shipping. I just had it a flat rate that I entered into my system. I created a custom order for him. It was not a big deal. I said, let's put a little card message in so they know who this is from, what they're getting, what this is all about. But yes, I highly recommend that if you have the option at your markets to offer shipping in circumstances where it will make sense, I highly recommend it because we have to make it easy for our customers. Like they shouldn't, I don't want there to be a barrier. It's okay. I ship from my website anyway. I'm happy to ship this for you. It's just a matter of me keeping track of everything. You just got to stay organized. And as long as you can do that, it's a nice option to offer for your customers. And it definitely increased our sales. You don't have to offer it at every event, but if it makes sense or if that feels like a barrier, consider offering shipping as an option. Okay, so now that we've gotten that done, we got to go get to the post office before it closes because it's Saturday morning and we only have a couple hours and it's usually really busy. So let's run over there. We got to go get this done. Okay, we're here at the post office. It isn't too crowded. We've got our packages, so let's run in and get this tackled. We got there just in time. It got so crowded. Thank goodness I did prepaid labels too. It got us through the line super quick. I just wanted to copy the receipt to show that I dropped them off. So we're all set. I'm heading over to Super Official because I want a sweet little treat, aka just a little cozy beverage. We're getting their Seattle Fog, which is like a blueberry tea iced drink. Just makes me feel good. So, and I get stressed out going shopping. So this is going to be like my comfort drink. So we're going to go head over and grab that. Okay, let's just talk about how this is the best drink ever. By that I mean all of their drinks are delicious. Yeah, if you haven't gone to check out Super Official or the Copper Easel, I highly recommend it. They always have like good community events going on, activities, great drinks, art supplies, like high-end art supplies, like really nice stuff. Adam is the owner of the Copper Easel, is super knowledgeable. He can help you with, if you have framing questions or art supply questions. He is amazing. You're going to find super cool stuff there. Yeah, we're going to go head over to Hobby Lobby. We'll get a little shopping done. Support local when you can. I do have to go to Hobby Lobby because it's the only place in town where I can get like a storage container other than maybe Walmart. But shop small when you can. That's what I'm going to say. And head over to Super Official and the Copper Easel and say hello to the crew because they are amazing as always. I'm in the parking lot. I'm about to go into Hobby Lobby. And part of me loves shopping for craft supplies. And part of me gets super anxious going out and shopping. Am I the only one? So I have my emotional support drink. So when we get done, I can sip it. I'm going to run in there and hope that we can find something that'll work. I'm a little mad at myself because I meant to bring one of the cards, the backing cards for the jewelry to see what would fit. I think I have business cards that are almost the same size in my purse, so I'll try to use one of those to gauge what size compartments I need to store the finished jewelry on the cards. Fingers crossed. How does everyone else store their jewelry? Are there do y'all have tips? Share them in the comments below. If not, we're going to find a solution today and I'm going to share it with you. So be sure to stay tuned. I'm going to go run in and then I'll bring you back to the studio and we'll see what we came up with.
I just spent way too long looking at bin options. I don't know why it's so hard for me to make a decision. I definitely overanalyzed that. So hopefully we made a good decision. Fingers crossed. We're going to go check it out at home in the studio.
I am back from shopping for containers. We found a couple. I am really hoping that they work. Here's the current situation. I have a number of tools just mixed together in this bin. I have clips to set the jewelry. I do have this bin, but I'm actually doubling up each space. There's just not enough compartments. I needed something a little bit more. One of the containers I'm about to show you is going to be just for supplies, all of this. We're going to get this all together into one space. When I'm ready to make jewelry, we do it all at once. The other container is actually going to be for finished product. Right now, I just have it in this really pretty. I got this box from a planner by Laurel Denise. I love her planners. They're beautiful, but they're just all in here loose. But I'd like to just get them not all just loosely in this box, just free flowing it. So the haul from Hobby Lobby, the first thing we got is this. Now, I did not realize this did this, and I don't know if I knew that it opened up, but I didn't know that it opened up quite like this, so I'm hoping that this works and isn't going to be stressful. The clips on the top so you can hold it. Okay, the clips on the top open opposite. So this case opens out, which I think is okay. There was another case there that opened so that there were things upside down at any given moment, and that was stressful. So we did not get that bin. But then there's these little compartments in here. Did these just stay in? Oh, they come out. Okay, so the compartments come out, but I think this might hold the jewelry. So, okay, let me show you. They seem to kind of snap in. They also fly out if you're not careful, so don't hold them from the bottom. I don't know where to hold this. Ah! They do all come out, I am seeing. Okay, so this is great if it's lying flat on the table. Otherwise, just hold it from the bottom, but from the sides, I don't know where to hold this thing. Okay, you can hold it from the center. We're gonna have to see if the jewelry actually fits into each of these little, so I can make each of these bins a different, I don't know, something set. Or I can organize them by type of earring or type of necklace or type of pendant. I'm trying. We're doing our best, friends. We're gonna see how this goes. Okay, the other bin we got is for supplies. And I spent way too long looking at these bins and overthinking it. Okay, so I settled on this one. It is bigger than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. So here's the scoop. Let's check it out. So this bin is pretty big. It's bigger than I thought it was going to be. What my determining factor was that it has this top section that I can carry all of my tools in, okay? And it's nice, it's pretty broad. It should hold all of my clamps, the adhesives, any extra supplies should be able to fit in there. And then you can pull up this front case, and then it has all of these little storage bins inside where I can keep all of my little fixtures for all of the jewelry, the clasps, the settings, everything should be able to fit into each of these bins. So, and it's all in one place. I like the theory on that. So let's go and we're gonna see if everything will fit nicely. I am actually gonna start with these inner compartments here. So I've already kind of scoped this out a little bit, but what I really like is that these are all on shelves, so I can pull out like the middle section, and these two aren't gonna like fall or shift, which is great. One thing I do wish is, so these of course have the little adjustable, you know, holders. This has a good number, this size, but like the middle one and the bottom one also have a good number, but there are more slots than there are dividers. So we might have to kind of like work out how everything's shifted, but I can always make like a couple smaller ones, a couple bigger ones. I don't know. We're going to feel it out and see how it goes. We're going to start with the little one, and we're going to put in all of our bezels into here because I think that's our best bet. So our bezels are like the little holders for all of our jewelry. I'm just going to go through and see how many of these I can get to kind of fit in here, and I will bring you up to date once this is full. Okay, so recap. This entire large bin is going to be unfinished jewelry plus all of our little, I don't know what we call these, our little mounting pieces. And they're kind of organized by earrings versus necklaces, and then size and shape. So I have like all of my rectangular and square small ones. I do have a separate long rectangle here. I use these a ton, so I want those separate. I have my round earrings and my fun shaped earrings. These are all my fun shaped necklace ones, my circle necklace ones, and my square and rectangular necklace. I don't know what we're calling those, whatever they are. Okay, that bin is done. In this bin, we put all of our tools. So our chain for necklaces, our extra rhinestones and our gemstones. We have our earring, I guess we call these fish hooks. I don't know, I'm learning. 18-inch chains, bracelet stock. We have extra jump rings and just metal parts that we need in order to make the jewelry, plus earring backing. So anything we need to like assemble the jewelry goes into here. And then in this small case, and this worked out really nice, I'm happy with this so far, I took out a few of the little shelves, but we have all of our bezels in here. So we actually put the embroidery into these pieces. We set them in there. We also have little ones that can hold the little rhinestones. So those are super cute. But all of those pieces are in here. Now that that's done, let's put them back into our container, and then we will put all of our tools in the top. Okay, and in the top, I'm putting all of my tools. So all of my extra clips are gonna go in here. Close enough for now. Okay, I use toothpicks for the glue. And okay, of course we need our glue. So we've got this intense glue, plus I like having tacky glue just nearby. I use it for a lot of things. I use little holders sometimes for my necklaces. I need needle nose pliers, plus I need a hole punch for my cards. This punch here punches out double studs. I'll link this in the description below. I love it. I'm loving this one. I have a second one for that will do like the corners of like the necklace, but it doesn't quite line up with my particular card, which is fine. I can make it line up next time. I'll just redesign the cards, but yeah. And then I don't know if I need the extra cards in here. I think I can just keep these in the box that they came in. I have that kind of with my other cards and paper products that I use for packaging. So I'm going to keep these with my packaging supplies. Beautiful. So this is it. We're done. Look how that's so much more organized. Oh my God, I love that. Just make sure it closes. And it does. Okay, I'm going to do my best to find this, and I will link it in the description below. Okay, next up, we are going to organize our made jewelry product. Do I have enough jewelry to fill this case right now? No, no, I don't. Do I hope to? Yes, I have some very big festivals coming up, so I need to start chipping away at making jewelry in my spare time and probably dedicate a couple days to it here and there throughout the month. Okay, so here was the original thinking. I want to be able to kind of restock my markets using this bin, transport my jewelry using this bin. The jewelry does move, okay? So I'm trying to minimize, obviously, damage to the jewelry. Not that, it shouldn't get damaged too much. They're very sturdy, but just trying to minimize damage. So one of the factors is if I place these into the bins, they still might move. The necklaces might try to come out. So here's what I think I've come up with. I've organized these all by like pendant shape, bezel shape. And I'm going to give each shape kind of its own box. And what I think I'm going to try is I've little bubble wrap like bags that I'm cutting up. I'm going to just, because I only have a few made right now, hopefully as I get more, these will fill up, but I don't want them to move around too much in the meantime. So I'm going to use the bubble paper to kind of just hold them in place. So I'm actually going to just slide these into like the little bubble wrap and then just tuck them in there. Yeah, we like that. That's actually great. So, and I can label each of these with what style it is, but because the bubble wrap's see-through, I can kind of see that these are like the fun, landscapey, I don't know, I think it's like the Marrakesh shape. These are all my little circle pendants, so I have a whole bunch. I've got little moonscapes, I have little roses and flowers, I have planets. Okay, so these little circular ones, I'm just gonna kind of wedge them, again, same thing, into just a little sleeve of bubble wrap, just to kind of like keep them from moving a little bit. Okay, so we'll put these ones in here. Yeah, okay, that's, I think, as good as we're going to be able to do, which I think is great. I'm going to keep doing that. So all I'm doing is I've got just like a little, it was a bag. It's just a little bag, like a mailer bag. I'm cutting it to about here, about the width. I don't know, this is probably 3 inches. Then I'm taking it, I'm cutting it in half. And I'm just gonna lay them kind of in there and hope that it kind of holds them a little bit. If I need to tape one side, I can, but let's just see how this does. Yeah, so let's just try to tape one side of this. I'll grab my little roll of tape. Okay, so I'm just gonna take this little sleeve. See how it's open on both sides? I'm just gonna take one side and fold it over. I'm gonna do one more at the top, right here. So now it's a little bit more sleeve-like, right? 2 sides are enclosed. Okay, I'm gonna take these, just set them in there. We'll go this way. These are all of our pendants. Yeah, that's snug, that's secure, and they're easy to access still. Love that. So we're gonna do the same thing with this one. We're just gonna take a piece of tape and close one side, just taking it, folding it over in half. Just using what I've got around the house. I have extra bubble wrap, so we're reusing it. Okay, so this time we will put in our circle pendant necklaces. And I'm just gonna place them right in here. Yeah, that's minimizing movement. I'm really happy with that. Okay, this is great. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is actually working out better than ooh, this is like a double. It's like really big. That might be good for bracelets. I don't know. I'm gonna keep using the small ones for now. I didn't realize that was a double. That's good to know. Okay, I'm gonna finish putting these in and then I'll show you the final results. We have organized our bin. I am loving these. We have a lot of our little, a lot of these little ones open. I love the little extra cushioning from the tissue paper. Just helps decrease movement. Again, I'm not worried about damage as much as I just don't want all of the necklaces moving around because that's probably how they would get damaged or just messy or interlinked. So these little scoops are just perfect. They're just a little bit bigger than the size of a business card. And I'm just setting them right in there. This is gonna be ideal for transporting to markets and for me to stash my inventory while I'm working. So, and it's also gonna prevent movement because the way this bin works, basically it seals up like a briefcase, okay? Yeah, and then I can just carry it, transport it, and they're not moving around a ton. I don't have to worry about them. So this is great. If I can find this bin, I will link it in the description below as well. This is much better than I expected. I didn't know what to expect when we started today, but I'm really, really happy with these results. I am absolutely thrilled with the results of these carrying cases. I just couldn't be happier. This is going to be a great way for me to store and transport my jewelry to markets. And this bin is going to be great for whenever I want to start working on making more jewelry. The system I had was fine, but this is so much better. So again, I'm going to try to link these in the description below if you're interested in finding more organizational tools for your crafts. And even if you're not a jewelry maker, this is going to be great for any kind of small product that you might have. It also might be good for just storing your supplies in general. As crafters, we have a lot of little bits, buttons, zippers. These could be great for storing any number of materials. So I'll try to link those in the description below. I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new here and you're enjoying these videos, and hit that like button because it'll help other viewers find videos that they might also find helpful. If there's something else that you want to see organized, let me know. I love doing these organizational videos, and goodness knows I am a messy crafter, so there's plenty for me to organize in here. And I love sharing those types of crafts with you, and I like sharing my day with you. So thanks so much for being here. Be sure to stay tuned for next week, week 3 of Jolly in July crafting series. Stacy from Stacy Create Stuff and I are going to be dropping even more video tutorials for you next week. And if you're enjoying our Sunday stitches, I'll see you again next Sunday as well. So thank you so much, friends, for being here. It was a pleasure hanging out with you today. If you want to check out another video, I'll have one linked right here. So until next time, friends, happy stitching.